I have many items just waiting for you. You know, I think I actually like this job better than my last.
You're here, alive. We thought you were dead, and then I had visions of the strangest things.
Dawnstar guided us to this place, but I expected a ghost, not flesh and blood. You couldn't have.
My surprise is tempered by knowing that spouses and companions will follow beyond reason. Far, far beyond.
ونوير كوبتا إير تنير أكتم أسو سيير سكوت أفيكير نوني.
Few things are more dangerous than the interest of the heavens.
Pardon the intrusion, but might I add the entire army of the Emperor to that list? Or is that too small a thing for your attention?
Wo yoir apafwe ir sir sisitsu toir ok piir okir ikuir wo.
Your former master, my uncle, has taken the Jade Empire as his own. Emperor Sun Li has set the whole of his forces against us, and we are trapped here in Dirge. After you defeated my My father, and Li struck you down. He claimed both your amulet and the heart of the water dragon and announced that his rule had begun. The Lotus Assassins were his almost immediately. Your amulet must have allowed him to quickly do what it took my father years to accomplish. We had no choice but to flee. In the days after, the new Emperor did not seem overly concerned with capturing us, and we did not know where to go.
He didn't consider us a threat. We had no way of fighting him. Just as with Sun High, only a spirit monk can face him with hope of success.
That's why we came here. Dawnstar's vision seemed impossible, but any hope was better than none.
Unfortunately, Emperor Sun Li sensed your stirrings in the spirit realm as well, and now we are trapped.
You do not face Emperor Sun Li. You face the whole of the Imperial Army. All of it. Not lone assassins or a single brigade, but the whole of the army, golems and all.
Only one path is passable by foot, and that is the route they are coming up. We cannot sneak past such a horde.
My marvelous dragonfly will not survive the passage either. The winds force a certain path, and the army's flyers are guarding it well. But that is our luck, as well as our sorrow. Their inferior flyers can barely stay aloft in such currents. They will not overrun us from the air, at least not in numbers.
We have a little time. They are still at the base of the mountain. I'd say the main force won't be here until tomorrow.
We will start securing the temple. The great gates of this place will grant us some valuable time. At least they will not take us by surprise.
Fortifications? Perhaps I will remove some of the ordnance from the marvelous dragonfly. Properly applied, it may prove useful tomorrow. Come, Whirlwind, I need your muscle.
That's the Black Whirlwind. And as long as it makes the coming fight more interesting, I'll lift whatever you want.
That is all we can do to save ourselves today, but there was more that you learned in the spirit realm, wasn't there? I can tell. I saw hope in my vision that led us to you, but there was also something I didn't want to believe. I didn't tell the others. Can it be true? Am I really Master Li's daughter?
What? Laughable. I see why you didn't tell us. That is ridiculous.
It is no more outlandish than half the things I have seen in your company. She is of the right age.
Lots of children are born every day. I was born at that time. If you don't count this latest rebirth, so is our friend here.
But I was named for the fires of Dirge. Hui said as much, and it seems obvious now. The red glow opposite the morning sun was the temple burning.
So what if it was? It could have been visible across the Empire. But that's not... That would make her...
A cousin, a princess, a rival?
You be quiet. This is not amusing. You still seek to redeem your master even after what he did to you? Clearly you are beyond reason. Fine, believe what you wish.
Does anyone care how I feel about this? I am unsure what this really means, but we must tell Master Li and try to appeal to his sense of decency. This could lift so much pain from his heart.
You are both crazy. I'll go along with it if it helps us in the end, but I'll need more proof to believe it, and I expect Sun Li will too.
We have to survive the coming attack before anyone is told anything. We've done all we can for now. Tomorrow will decide our fates.
We should all get some rest. But if I could have a word with you when the others have gone, I need to speak with you. was wondering when we'd find time to be alone. Everyone has been hovering about you since you got back. I have been afraid to talk to you. I worried that you might have changed, that you might have forgotten me. Do you still feel the same way for your heavenly lily? I haven't slept since you fell. For all the influence my position is supposed to carry, I was as helpless as a lamb. But now, to have you back here, with me, it's almost too much to bear. I wish that saying it would make it true, but there is so much that is uncertain. I am truly frightened about tomorrow, but I know I am safe, here, in your arms. Whatever comes tomorrow, thank you for what we have, right now. This moment is beautiful. You should kiss me before I remember who I'm supposed to be.
You have done well to restore the Fountains of Dirge, but they cannot shield you fully. Not with the power I now control. This is nothing more than a dream, my pupil. I can do nothing here, but I can influence things. Do you remember your fellow students? Certainly remember you. They remember how you left them to die. They died so there would be nothing holding you back. Their deaths ensured that you were properly motivated. Without you, they would still be alive.
1,000 cuts.
You can't keep it. Told me before.
It wasn't you, huh?
Paralyzing Paul. 1,000 cuts. Paralyzing Paul. Thousand cuts. Long sword.
You want to get?
Focus.
Spirit thief! Spirit thief! You're too... Thousand cuts! Paralyzing palm! Thousand cuts!
I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Impressive. But this was only a dream. You will not be so fortunate tomorrow.
You're awake! It sounds like the army is on the move. They're on their way up the mountain. Sky left a few hours ago. He said he was going to see how far up the mountain they had come. We haven't heard from him since, and I'm worried.
Look, he's back!
Well, that's convenient for my nerves.
Sorry for being late. Fine, never been better. Once the bleeding stops, I'll be good as new. I went down the mountain to scout them out. I figured I could get a good estimate of how many were coming and get back here. It didn't work out like I planned. There are Lotus assassins by the score, and golems too. You didn't bury them all. They have a lot more. Imperial Army flyers in the distance too. They'll be here soon.
Bad, bad, very bad. What are we going to do? They'll be across the main bridge in no time.
Yes, but the bridge must be destroyed. These golems are big, giants, siege golems.
Siege golems? Oh, I've heard of those. 30 feet tall and can throw in arcs. Well, pretty darn far. I didn't have time to measure. Oh, they crush walls, too. It would be bad if they reached us. The casks I took off the Dragonfly would make short work of the bridge, though. A little fire, and whoosh! Earth meets sky.
You will need someone to keep any advanced Lotus assassins away from you. I will accompany you.
No, it's too dangerous for just one person. I'll go as well.
Of course. Dawnstar, a chance to prove your worth to me. You too, Kang.
Yes, Princess.
But what about the rest of us? Why just send them? Why are we sitting here holding our... Oh, I get it. They're coming here too, aren't they?
Who? The Lotus assassins? But they'd have to fly to get past the wall, and the winds are too strong.
Hundreds may die in crashes, but a few will get through. Do you really think Death's Hand minds such losses? My wounds will make me a burden if I stay at your side. I will keep guard over the temple itself. Groups landing there should be small enough for me to handle. Kang, old friend. I'd like to borrow a few of your marvelously explosive casks. I have something special in mind for any assassins who breach our lines.
What? Yes, whatever you want. I have enough on my mind. During the night, I made some, reinforcements to the marvelous Dragonfly. I don't sleep much, you see. Ever. Anyway, I doubt we could escape, but we can make a dent.
A short run in the flyer to take the brunt of their advance. It might be a worthwhile mission, or it might be suicide.
Well, what isn't these days? It's not necessary. I leave the decision to our illustrious leader. Yes, that's the way! I knew you'd be up for it. Off we go. Everyone be ready for our return.
Make every shot count. We'll need the help.
Careful now, you'll dent something. We can't take much more of this. That's it! We have to get out of the fight. You're stopping the finish. Okay, another impact and we start losing pieces. Abandon the fight. We have to get out of the fight. You're scuffing the finish. you get something. Well flown and fought. It didn't stop them, but that black eye will make them think twice about our resolve. Now, back to bringing down the bridge.
You better have enough explosives left. Dawnstar and I can't hold them off forever.
Are you sure I shouldn't just charge the main gate? They wouldn't be expecting that.
Unexpected acts are not always successful acts.
You have a narrow understanding of success in battle, bun man. Must be your small head. My fill? I have been sated from wine and battle, but never filled. Aknatamir sisakru ni rui kupafita.
It looks like we won't have long to wait. Kang better keep his mind on his task at the bridge, or this will be a short last stand.
Wait. I sense something.
Time is better spent doing than talking.
You didn't see? He was... One of the spirit monks was right there. He stayed behind to tell me that there were hidden treasures still left in Dirge.
I saw nothing. Are you sure you didn't hit your head when you crawled out of the dragonfly?
Make light of it if you want, but he said that we should search Dirge. The magic that restored the temple also destroyed spells that cloaked chests hidden in the ruins. The monks used these chests to hide treasures, including powerful weapons. They didn't want them to fall into the Emperor's hands. He said that one was nearby. Maybe we can find it before we reach the bridge. Lead on. There isn't time to talk. We have to look after the bridge before we do anything. I doubt there would be more than the chest we've already found this far away from the temple. Let's go make sure Kang hasn't been distracted.
I have to wedge the casks of dragon powder under the bridge. The Lotus assassins are sure to come up that pass any minute. Keep them from this end of the bridge. Here they come! Hold them off! I only need a minute!
Try not to break a nail, Princess.
Nuts and bolts! One of the fuses came loose. I need another minute. Or two. It's done! Get away before it explodes! The fuse is a short one! But fires don't stop at bridges. Our friends at the temple may have only gained a few minutes.
Damn it, they've given us a few minutes already. Dawnstar and the Princess did their job too well. That's better.
Just shut up and get ready.
Now that's a big one. Finally, a worthy fight.
sure those flyers drop more Lotus assassins.
More is good. Let them come.
But we'd be safer in the temple.
We're safer if I destroy the enemies they send. I prefer an active defense.
However much I would enjoy your conversation, I really think we should concentrate on not getting killed for now.
That racket is distracting me from the cries of my enemies. Sky better have a good reason for ringing that bell. I have let no one pass. Not with all their parts, at least. You go. I'm having too much fun here. Come to my axes, all of you.
Good, you are here. The trap is set, the signal's sent. It's all up to you now. No, this is something I couldn't tell you about. Please, give me a chance to explain. You'll like what I have to say, I hope. I was approached, once or twice. The Lotus Assassins offered much, even the chance of returning my daughter. But I assure you, I did not plan to betray you. You showed me that the world, my life, is not as pointless as I once thought. My daughter is long dead. Their offer only shows how desperate you have made them. I let them think I agreed, but hear me out. I couldn't risk that someone else in the group was also tempted. They might tell Death's Hand the plan was discovered. This is a chance to isolate the leader of the troops. Death's Hand thinks that he and a group of assassins will enter the temple unopposed. But I have a surprise. I set traps. Remember how I asked Kang for some of his explosive casks? The assassins will be destroyed, and Death's Hand will be yours alone. He's an arrogant one. I doubt he'd consider the possibility that my loyalty to you would be stronger than my fear of him. The bell was the signal. He'll be here. Thank you for this opportunity, by the way. I can never face Death's Hand myself, but I want to make him pay for thinking I would be so weak. Use my daughter against me, will he? Make him hurt.
Very good, Sky. You have proven a useful tool.
Guess again, you slab of rot. That should soften him up. I may not be able to fight him while I'm wounded, but at least I did this. I'll go warn the rest.
You have a better grip on your fellows than my master thought. The plight of a dead child is difficult motivation to resist.